Thank you, Colonel. Let's move on. The accused will tell this court, Colonel, that he denies that he ever made any call to Ms. Kelly Kumalo's number 082 7044358 using his number 0733059202 on the 2nd of August 2014, as it is confirmed by Exhibit JJI.
My Lord, the report I got from Colonel Stein differs with that. That's the first part. It confirms that there was a call made through data, as I've said, and linking the communication between Ms. Kelly Kumalo's cell phone and that of accused number 5, my Lord.
But the service provider does not have that record.
Secondly, my Lord, the exhibit we're looking at is not the exhibit of the downloads. That's why I said, my Lord, you need to look at the downloads themselves, because it contains the movement. It contains SMSs insofar as what Kenneth took me through, SMSs and calls. So we're looking at the wrong document, trying to find that call. The call is contained in the downloads of Ms. Kelly Kumalo. So
secondly, the accused will deny that he made any call on the 15th of October 2014 at 17 hours, 33 minutes, 57 seconds to the number of Ms. Kelly Kumalo 082 7044358 using his number 0733059202, as it is confirmed in Exhibit JJI, one of the service provider, that the call at that point in time was made from a different number than that one belonging to accused number 5.
My Lord, the report of Colonel Stein says there was a call made on the 15th of August 2014, linking accused 5 to Ms. Kelly Kumalo. And secondly, as I've said, my Lord, we are looking at the wrong document trying to find that call. I was informed in terms of the report that the data, this call, you will find in the downloads of Ms. Kelly Kumalo, not the service provider's data or records, my Lord.
I wonder if Brigadier Nicholas Bongani Gininda has ever heard the phrase that says, read the room, okay? Read the room, because he is not reading the room. Mshololo right here means a business, okay? She is putting accused number 5's record of events on the record. As she says, accused number 5 will tell this court that he never called Kelly Kumalo on the 2nd of August 2014 or on the 15th of October 2014, because hello, the document from Vodacom, which is the exhibit before the court, JJI1, does not show this activity. In fact, it does show that Kelly Kumalo did receive a call at 1700 hours, 33 minutes and 57 seconds, but not from Fisogu Hlentuli. Therefore, Brigadier Gininda is trying to put his version on the record, which is, but Colonel Stein's record shows this, Colonel Stein's document shows this call. But I don't know if Brigadier Gininda remembers that. Hello, sir, you said you are not an expert, so why are you now speaking as an expert? Because you need to understand something. This is just basic knowledge. If Kelly Kumalo's phone records from Vodacom are showing that she was already on a call at 1700 hours, 33 minutes and 57 seconds with somebody else, how is she on another call at that exact time, which is a data call, which was not possible in 2014. It was not possible in 2014 for a regular call to be put on hold for Kelly Kumalo to answer a data call. It was not possible. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you agree, you know what to do. Drop that one down below, because we need to show the expert that, oh no, sir, that technology did not exist in 2014. It was impossible. Okay, impossible. But I love how Mshololo is sticking to her guns, going about business. She's not asking him a question. She's putting the facts on the record per JJI1, the exhibit. Let's continue listening on, because this is too exciting.
Thirdly, Colonel, accused number 5 will tell this court that at no stage in his life and during the period of 2014, he ever communicated or called Ms. Kelly Kumalo.
But my Lord, the statement of Kenneth Stein says it did, insofar as the device is concerned, and that device, and that number is linked to accused number 5, my Lord.
Okay, thank you, Colonel. Let's move on, Colonel. Then my next question to you is that, now after receiving the information about the call that was made from Ms. Kumalo's number, did you ask Ms. Kelly Kumalo about this call that she received if he knows accused number 5. Now, Ms. Kelly Kumalo is a witness. We have received information that here there is a call that this witness received from this person. Did you then verify from Ms. Kelly Kumalo about this call?
My Lord, I think I dealt with this part, that Ms. Kelly Kumalo was then a person of interest. The moment her name was mentioned as a trigger point, that's how she was viewed, and the investigation which resulted in this was as a result of the confession that were made by accused number 1, subsequent accused number 2, and a number of things were discovered. So she wasn't a witness. We're looking at her as a person of interest, as a trigger point that led to the death of the deceased in this matter, my Lord.
Okay, so the answer is no if I get it from your explanation, Colonel.
Yes, because we're not viewing her as a witness, as has been put to me, my Lord.
You know, there's a lot of unfairness that is going on here. First of all, Mshololo is so unfair to the brigadier, because how can she take what he has been lamenting in each of his responses to her, when she said that accused number 5 will say he never called Kelly Kumalo, and he said, well, Stein's records show otherwise. And then Mshololo said accused number 5 will say he never called Kelly Kumalo on the 15th of October either. And Brigadier Gininda said, well, Stein's records show otherwise. And then Mshololo takes what the brigadier is saying. Okay, this is where the unfairness is. She takes what he is saying. And then she says, well, since you're saying Stein gave you this information that there was a call between Kelly Kumalo and accused number 5, did you then go and ask Kelly Kumalo about this call? Ooh, she might as well have dropped the mic there, closed her paperwork, and ended up everything, because that was massive. That was massive. That was an unfair advantage, but we'll take it, okay? And this is where you see the unfairness in the South African justice system, where the brigadier says, no, he didn't need to go speak to her because she is a person of interest. She is the trigger point that led to the death of SENZO MEYIWA. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the people in the dock. Drop it too in the comment section if you see Kelly Kumalo in the dock. Because how is the lead investigator saying that Kelly Kumalo is a trigger point, but she's nowhere to be found? Accused number 0 is not in the dock. However, she is the trigger point. This is incredible to me. I mean, I've never heard of a case like this ever before. This is amazing. This is highly unfair. Is this classist? Is this because... Why? Why is Kelly Kumalo not in the dock? Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about this in the comment section down below. The unfairness of what Gininda just said, but let's continue. Let's continue. You know Mshololo is not done with him.
Colonel, can you just school me here? I need to understand this terminology, person of interest in law. Maybe I've missed it in my experience. The person of interest. I want to understand the status, whether it's a suspect or it's a future accused. Future accused will be the suspect, or is an assailant, or it's a victim, or it's a complainant, or it's a witness. You have already said that you did not see him as a witness. Then can you assist me then, so that I can also be able to understand the status of Ms. Kelly Kumalo in regard to these calls?
My Lord, she was a suspect in simple terms, because
thank you.
there were assertions or allegations labeled against her, and then subsequent to that, in corroborating the confessions of both accused 1 and 2, things were cropping up that were creating a picture that actually implicated or correlate or corroborate what is being said in the confessions of both accused 1 and 2.
Thank you, Colonel, so that I will also be able to follow the proceedings properly. Now that we are of the same view that Ms. Kelly Kumalo was or is a suspect in this matter, did you then ask Kelly Kumalo about the circumstances under which she received the call from accused number 5? What was being discussed? If I say the circumstances, it includes the commission of the offense, Kenneth.
My Lord, I think I dealt with this part to say, firstly, the answer to the question is very specific. It's no.
No,
And
thank
I
you.
indicated that it was a prosecutorial-driven investigation. Decision was taken that it should not be approached at the time. I dealt with this part even further to when I applied for the warrant of arrest for her, my Lord. So I dealt with this aspect. With greatest respect to Advocate Mshololo, if she forgot.
So the NPA prevented you from doing further investigations on these transactions.
With the greatest of respect, I don't think there's a type of proposition that can be made from to this witness.
My Lord, that's how I understood that the witness said it was a prosecutorial-driven investigations wherein he was advised not to approach or to pursue the suspect, which is Miss Kelly. If I understood it, maybe I did not understand when you say the state, the prosecutorial.
My Lord, counsel should know that the DPP exercises a discretion in a constitutional, within the confines of the Constitution. There's no such thing as preventing anyone from doing anything. The DPP exercises his discretion, his powers within the confines of the Constitution. We therefore submit, my Lord, that that is not a type of proposition that can be put to a witness.
My Lord, I'm also aware of those powers for the DPP. I've also been a state advocate for 24 years.
Why do you differ?
My
State
Lord-
advocates, why do two state advocates differ? And
The powers of the NPA?
yeah, and then you are differing.
Yes, my Lord.
So I don't know what law you both read.
My Lord, the
Because
witness,
it has got to be similar if it's law.
my Lord, the witness referred to the prosecutorial. The witness, that word came from the witness, my Lord. And then I took it to say, in the umbrella of the prosecutorial, to say it's the state, my Lord, and not SAPS. I can rephrase that, my Lord.
This witness is a police officer. He doesn't have powers to charge anybody. That's how I learned my law
Correct.
about 50 years ago.
Yes, my Lord, which is good. It's
Yeah.
good what he did. He listened to NPA. That's why I'm asking, is it the NPA that prevented you from doing anything, from making the follow-ups on the transaction, this transaction that I'm dealing with, my Lord? Making the follow-up with the person who had been identified, my Lord, as the suspect, to find out the circumstances
Yes,
or
sir.
any information as the investigating officer. And the witness says, no, he was prevented by NPA.
No, but that's not correct, my Lord. I didn't say that.
And just to add, the witness said there is an ongoing investigation against Ms. Kelly Kumalo. I don't know where the word,
I didn't hear the word prevented.
where counsel gets
I thought Ms.
the impression that
Brigadier
the witness was
Gininda says
prevented.
that
Yes.
he was advised
Yes.
not to approach
Yes.
Ms. Kelly at
Yes.
that time.
Yes.
At that stage, my Lord, but
That's
not
unusual.
to stop the investigation. At no stage the MPA said investigation insofar as Ms. Kelly Kumalo should not be conducted. In fact, on the contrary, that directive was given that we should investigate further and collect more evidence. That is why, my Lord, I said then subsequently in November 2020, I then made a submission of further instructions or evidence that we collected. That was based on instruction from the NPA to say, collect more evidence and present it. So there was no instruction from NPA to say Ms. Kelly Kumalo must not be pursued or investigated, my Lord.
So, my Lord, that's the reason why I used the word prevented, because the witness said he was advised not to proceed to do further investigations on this person.
No, that's not what I said, my Lord.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I said.
Let's leave it. Can we move forward? It's there on record.
Yes, but that's not what I said, my Lord.
Okay. If you're advised not to approach this person, you were advised, you were prevented from approaching this person.
No, my Lord. There's a different, preventing is blocking someone. But when you are guided by prosecution to say, at this stage, do not approach this person, conduct further investigation, that's not prevention. You are given instruction to collect more evidence insofar as the suspect that you are pursuing. That is how it happened. I was not told, do not pursue this person. That's not correct. That's why we
Can I
differ in that
proceed with
regard.
the last question?
Angizange nginqatshelwe.
I proceed with one last question, my Lord, before we adjourn.
Yeah.
Thank you, my lord. Colonel, is it also correct that because of the circumstances that we have just testified about now or recently, you did not verify from Ms. Kelly Kumalo if these calls, the two calls that we are talking about, were eventually made by Mr. Ntuli or by someone else using the number for Mr. Ntuli?
My lord, I did not talk to Ms. Kelly Kumalo, but I'm sitting with expert statement that says calls were made. I'm not sure whether I was expected now to get Ms. Kelly Kumalo to say, no, I did not make this call. I was sitting with an expert who gave me a report that these calls were made. Subsequent to that, he made an affidavit. How could I doubt that? I'm not so sure where else do I need now to go and verify with someone who does not have an expertise. There's an expert, he says calls were made. He gives me the downloads. I'm not so sure, my lord, what will be the relevance of me contacting even accused number 5 insofar as those calls are concerned. There was an expert who gave me the report and he made an affidavit to that regard.
So the answer is no to my question.
It is no, because I had an expert, my lord. In other words, I did not doubt my expert.
Thank
The
you.
expertise of Colonel Stein speaks for himself. So I had no doubt that what he's telling me is proper and correct, my lord.
Thank you, Brigadier. My lord, the time is 11:28. Can I ask that we take a short adjournment?
Yeah. 15 minutes.
Now, that was a very interesting exchange. It began with Mshololo saying to the brigadier, so you were prevented from proceeding to ask Kelly Kumalo any questions round about these calls. Nisi immediately started laughing because who? Of course, the prosecutorially led investigation under the NPA, aka Baloyi, stood up to object. Nisi starts giggling, and Baloyi says, that's an unfair question to ask this witness. Mshololo says, but he's the one who brought this up. I'm just asking. And then my lord jumps in, and he says, Baloyi jumps in again and says that's not how things are done in the NPA. Mshololo should know better because she should know how the DPP works and that they take their constitutional rights into blah, 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 blah. Mshololo says, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you did not put my education and integrity on the line. Oh, no, you did not question my ability to understand the law. So Mshololo says, I am very much aware of these partners, of these powers. I've also been a state advocate for 24 years. Come on now. Now, this is the court of experiences, okay? We've got Brigadier Gininda over there at the South African Police Services, 30 years experience. We have the judge, 50 years experience. And then we have Mshololo, 24 years as a state advocate. We are not clear, though, how many years she's been a criminal advocate, a criminal defense advocate. But you know what? That was interesting. That was an interesting revelation. And, you know, on that note, Baloyi didn't have anything further to say because it was now battle of the state advocates. And then the judge says, how is it that two state advocates have differing opinions? I don't know what law you both read. And Mshololo says, oh, no. The witness is the one who came up with the word prosecutorial. Like, you cannot discredit my state advocacy experience. It's the witness who said this, and Rata says, well, the witness he's just a police officer. Well, he didn't say just a police officer, but he says the witness is a police officer. He has no powers to charge anybody, and that's how I learned my law 50 years ago. Mshololo says, yes, that is correct, and that is good that he listened to the NPA. That's why I'm asking him, is it the NPA? Is it the NPA that prevented him from following up as the lead investigating officer? I mean, Mshololo, hats off to you. She was very diplomatic, very diplomatic. She didn't raise her voice as she's done in the past. She wanted to put across her points and make sure everybody's hearing her, but definitely it was undertoned with sarcasm. I definitely picked up on that one, and I loved it. I loved the tactfulness that she used. And Gininda's like, oh, no, you didn't. I'm going to jump in to defend myself. I'm not going to wait for my lawyer and the judge to defend myself. I can do this all on my own. And he says, that is not correct. I didn't say that. Instead, I was instructed to investigate further and collect more evidence. You didn't say that, Gininda. Come on now. You did not say that. You said the prosecutorial-led investigation prevented you from, speaking to Kelly Khumalo. Anyway, Mshololo says, okay, whatever. Is it correct then that because of these circumstances, you did not verify from Kelly Khumalo if indeed those two calls were from accused number 5 or it was somebody else using his phone? Oh my God, it is this point I could hear Gininda huffing and puffing, okay? He was huffing and puffing. He was ready to take out Mshololo, and he says, I'm not sure if Advocate Mshololo has forgotten, with the greatest respect. I mean, hello. Oh, that was intense. But you know what? That is it from me. Let me know your thoughts on this exchange that went down between these two. Remember, they continue next week. I think it was great that they had a break. I think it was actually great because, tempers were rising here. Tempers were rising. Thanks so much for watching. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching all the ads. If you've made it this far in the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video as well, because next week, Mshololo is coming back. Make sure that your friends, your family, your co-workers, everybody around you knows how brilliant Advocate Mshololo is with 24 years experience as a state prosecutor. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.